Hi and welcome to Mokambo Studios. We have a prototype of the Beagle Sound Lab Mu-tron Mu-tron 3X for testing, and we'll check that out and compare it to the original Electronix Mu-tron 3. First up is the Mu-tron 3. And now we switch to the new Mu-tron and try the same settings on that one to see how it sounds. It sounds a bit different, but I have to say, out of the many Mu-tron 3s I've tested, no one ever sounded exactly alike, so I think it's pretty close to what the original does. So now to the differences. As you see, the unit has the same features as the old one, but some added. And one thing is the peak knob now not only goes to 10, but it goes to 11, which is quite funny. So we can add some more Q. Turn it full up. So this is more Q than you will ever need, I think. All the other settings, like the filter range, you can switch from high to low, and the envelope drive you can switch from up to down. All settings you might know from the old unit, so I go back to the Mu-tron and just show it how it sounds on the new unit. Alright, and then set the filter range to low. And again the envelope drive up. Alright, this is something you could have done with the old unit as well, but now let's see what this can do in addition to what the old one can. So we said it before, you can turn the peak to 11, and then there's a new function. You can not only switch to low pass, band pass or high pass filter, you also got a mix mode, which is like the dry signal with a certain setting of the low pass filter, so it sounds like this. So that gives you a more subtle effect of the filter, because it adds some of the original signal to it. Yeah, and then what else is new? Of course you can set to high pass and band pass and get these more upper range kind of sounds. Well, let's stick to the low pass, because I think that's what most people use. And then you can switch preamps. Here you see Mu, and this is supposed to be the same kind of gain that the old Mu-tron 3 uses, and then you can switch to pre, which allows you to control a bit of preamp saturation and distortion. And as you see, it's red here, so you could get that into distortion. Overdrives nicely. And this is about it. So you get the same sounds from the Mu-tron 3 in a new box. I think it's cool they kept the design that the switch, the on-off switch, is separate from the Electronix. The unit is lighter and it is smaller, which makes it more handy for traveling, I suppose. It uses an external power supply, which is not 18 volts like the old one, but 12 volts. I don't know if that has any effects on the sound, but I think you should just judge your ears. And the other modifications or further options we can see is that it has control lights, so you see if it goes into audio distortion or envelope saturation, which is the case here, or if you switch to the preamp, see the red light turning on. Apart from that, it's really a straightforward unit, a great replication of the old one, with some more features. And the best thing is, as far as my ears can tell, it sounds really good. Just to compare it again to the old one.